It's Wiener Prater day 2. The park opened at 11, so we're here right at opening. I don't know if every single attraction is open right at 11. I would certainly hope so because we have to catch a plane to Paris tonight. So we got to be out of here by like 2 o'clock or 2:30, something like that.
Dude,
so
this is melting fast. I would get in on it.
Well, give me a second. So we're in a dilemma. We want to ride the world's oldest Ferris wheel because it looks really cool, but the problem is it's like 90 degrees out and there's no way that those things are air conditioned. It's gonna be a sweat box. So I think we're just gonna take the L on this one and pass on it, but it looks very cool. I think this is the redundancy park. There's 2 Ferris wheels. There's literally like 2 wild mice coasters over here. Multiple bumper cars. So like, because they're all independently operated, they never like communicated with each other to make sure that like they weren't like oversaturating, but now it's like they're competing with each other for who's gonna ride what wild mouse coaster. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get on the rollerball. There's literally a fence all around the attraction and no one in the station, so I don't know, either it opens later or we're gonna be missing out. We're back at Olympia Looping. Right here, they have some information about the attraction. Like the footprint, I'm guessing how many tons of steel. I don't speak German, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're talking about. Yeah, this looks like it says pulls like 5.2 Gs, I'm guessing. That's pretty cool. All right, so our first ride of the day was a morning ride here on Olympia Looping. And actually, that was your first time in the back row.
Yeah, it's very intense back there.
Yeah?
I still hate the restraints though.
Oh, they're terrible. Yeah,
they really
they're so
hurt
bad.
your shoulders, and like, I don't know, I don't like to be in pain on a ride that shouldn't have any. It's not like a headbangy ride, and it ends up being one because of those stupid restraints.
I know, Schwarzkopf makes like some of the smoothest roller coasters in the business, especially when you think about how old this ride is, how long it's been around. Like, realistically, it's running great.
It's a shame.
I feel like this is honestly one of the bigger disappointments of the trip for me. Like, I don't know if I just had really high expectations or something.
I think it's just iconic because of the way it looks and everything, and it's like there's like lore around it, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that is still impressive, but like even like the pacing of some of those moments, like
as soon as like you get through like the last inversion, I'm like, just end the ride. Like everything after that is like.
It's kind of slow. I mean, even after like the 3rd loop or something, it goes up through that, like it literally has to have drive tires, like push it back up, like. So
it pretty much was like reminiscent of how I felt after I did Riddler, Mindbender.
Oh, Mindbender, yeah,
where it was
over
like
Georgia.
It objectively looked like it would have some really cool moments, but it just didn't like deliver. But this had like the inversions, which at least made it.
Yeah. In the Schwarzkopf world, I think Shockwave and Mindbender at Galaxyland. I think those are the best. But I still, I'm still beyond thrilled that we got to experience this, just for the sheer fact of how famous this thing is. It's very cool. Next up is Mega Blitz at Custom Vekoma. Look at these trains. They're the same as Revolution at Babayanland. So we just rode Mega Blitz. That was intense. It felt like a double or triple upwards helix, a downward helix, another downward one.
It was just a bunch of helixes, but they were like...
But like gray outworthy.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, I mean for a ride that I didn't know anything about, like going in, I was like, holy crap, like this is like pretty solid.
I know, I need a nap now.
I know, and you know what, for a Vekoma, it's also pretty smooth.
Yeah.
What? This tiny little orca ride is called Free Willy. I don't know if they are allowed to call it that.
I've noticed that licensing agreements don't matter in Europe.
This is literally the 3rd set of bumper cars we've seen in this park. I didn't know this ride existed. It's called Masquerade. It's like an indoor roller coaster or something. The guy just straight up left us in here. Like
I could literally just like sit you down. Like turn the ride back on. I'm not going to,
But there's just no one here. Like, we could just like walk on the track over there. Like, where'd he go? There's no one here. This is so weird. When I hear Masquerade, I think about that haunt scare zone area of King's Dominion.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. That's kind of cool.
Is this like a dark ride section?
I feel like it's definitely supposed to be dark in here.
Yeah, I know. This is like kind of. Wait, is this an elevator lift?
Oh, okay.
Whoa, okay, all right. I feel like there definitely is supposed to be music. Maybe this would have been better to do last night. Whoa. Whoa.
That tree.
Back in we go.
Okay, what are these? Look like buttholes.
Whoa. What the? There's like some music playing. It's not very loud though. Whoa, there's a horse.
Hey.
Is that it? That was kind of a lame spinning coaster, honestly.
I'm definitely dizzy.
I was kind of expecting a bit more thematically. That was a little lackluster.
Call this one a skip.
Yeah, you could probably skip this one. Well, it took forever to find, but we finally found the wind roller coaster. This is a side friction coaster, kind of in the style of Rutschbanen. Wow, goes through like a little town. It's got all this like rock work. Okay, not bad. I see a little castle up there. Doesn't look too extreme, but that's all right. Whoa. Whoa. Wow, this thing feels old. There's not even a restraint on this thing.
I'll get it.
Wow, nothing. Whoa. Oh, jeez. What the water? Ah! I got squirted. Yeah. It hit my head. So, the wooden coaster here. That was
Hardly a coaster.
very family friendly. I mean, you could stick a grandma on that thing.
You could stick a infant on there, honestly.
You totally could. That could be newborn's first credit. Like, it was interesting that a guy sat on the back, controlling the speed. We've only seen a couple of those before.
My fear is we break and he goes, thanks, bye.
Yeah,
oh,
he's like,
right.
Get off. We're like, okay. There is a Burger King in the middle of Wiener Prater. Look how small this ride is, and it goes around the Eiffel Tower. That's a poorly made replica of the Eiffel Tower. They totally got the proportions wrong. I think this is bumper car number 4, or it might be one of the ones we saw earlier. Honestly, they're all blending together. I have no idea. This chocolate shop right here looks like it has the roller coaster restaurant, like food delivery system outside. So I don't know if that means that it's also inside, or it's kind of set up the way that like Food Loop is, or maybe it's just a cool decoration on the outside. But that's kind of fun seeing that here. I think it's time to walk out of Wiener Prater, kind of ending our 2-day experience here at the park.
It doesn't really feel like a park. It feels like a fair.
Yeah, like a big permanent fair.
But that's not a bad thing. It's
like that's just like the vibe here. I know it's not fair to compare it to a normal amusement park, but in average amusement parks, everything is cohesive. Like, because they want to make it one big kind of thematic or cohesive experience. And here, each individual attraction is competing against other attractions for your money. So there's duplicates. There are things that are just very out there and attention grabby so that they can try and lure their guests in. So we did numerous attractions that you look at it and you're like, that looks kind of cool, and then we actually did it and we're like, wow, that was like kind of lame.
Well, yeah, because they're trying to make the external part look the best, and then
so that was an interesting thing that I noticed here.
What was your favorite?
The Tagada.
Me too.
Yeah, the Tagada was awesome.
It definitely put me out last night, and I still had a headache the next day, but it was fun.
That was pretty nuts. This was an interesting park. I'm really glad that we went, but I don't see myself wanting to get back here anytime soon, frankly. there's a lot of what I would call fluff. There's a lot of just stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
One thing I will commend them though is their collection of flat rides is pretty insane. Some of the thrill rides here, like non-roller coasters, are kind of ridiculous.
They really are. Like, they're too much. Like, looking at them, I was like, I don't think I could get myself to do it.
So that is more so than other parks that I've seen. They have some pretty impressive looking like tower attractions.
Yeah.
One convenient thing about Prater's location is it is right near a train station. So let's go for a ride. About to hop on the U2.
Not a fan of that band.
Look at this. Any ideas?
I have no idea, but it's interesting because like the rest of Vienna has been like stunningly beautiful, and then it's just like random.
Now there's just like, going everywhere. That's so weird. I've never seen it before. We found this really cool looking building. Turns out it's a university. So guys, we're back at college. So
we just wanted to check out the university, but we
there's a science fair going on.
Yeah, it's like a big display of a bunch of
tons of students there, and I have a backpack on. I think they thought we were students because they started serving us food. They had a giant buffet set up for everyone there.
I'm just like, yeah, right.
They're like, welcome, come in, and we're like, what is going on?
So thank you.
Thanks for the free lunch. What? We just wanted to take some pictures. Now that is pretty cool. And there's a film festival going on.
Dude.
The real reason we're here.
Should we enter This Is How We Roll?
Yeah, we feel like, guys, have you ever heard of This Is How We Roll? We're here to show off our movie. I love that Vienna has water refill stations just like all around the city. That's something I think a lot of cities in Europe could use. Man, we just keep stumbling into things. First it's a university, now it's like a food festival or something.
Film festival? I don't even know.
Beats me, but like, we're just trying to sightsee and there's just all this stuff going on. This city is so cool. Like, we weren't even trying to find this, and this is like amazing. It's just on some random street. This city's really cool.
Yeah, we haven't even shown like the central area, like where we like stayed and everything.
We looked at that, we were there yesterday, like checking everything out.
And like, easily this is my favorite city from the trip.
I agree.
It's gorgeous. It's like probably the most like livable city I've seen. So if you're like for whatever reason considering moving to Europe, like Vienna seems like a great option. It's just gorgeous. There's no issues with getting around. The trains have been right on schedule, like consistently.
Germany.
And everyone's super nice. Like I'm like, that's great. This is great.
Welcome to the Vienna Flughafen and our lunch, because gotta try them in every country. All right, sure, yeah, the burger looks great and all, but they have curly fries here. That's a big W. Ah, yes, classic European airports where you have to go through an entire department store to get anywhere. Ooh, they have Legos. Dude, imagine like buying a Lego set in an airport and you're like, yeah, now I got a Lego with me on the plane. Finally, at long last, we're getting out of this freaking country. I'm kidding.
I like to
I know,
hear.
I do too.
It's one of my favorite parts of the trip, honestly. And it was funny because they didn't have much like as far as theme parks other than Wiener Prater. But I love Vienna that much.
Yeah, no, this was a good time. I'm definitely glad that we made a visit. But next stop is gonna be Paris, France. About to take a train into the city. Says it'll take about an hour to get there. This airport is huge. We made it in Paris and it smells like actual pee.
It smells like pee everywhere. On a list of things that I was expecting, this was not one.
This is so gross. First impressions of Paris? This place kind of sucks, not gonna lie.
We're not like in the heart of.
I know, we haven't done any sightseeing yet, but like, it's definitely the least nice of the cities we've seen so far.
The thing is, people are pretty honest about when they talk about Paris. It's like that it's romanticized, similar to how Manhattan is, like New York City, all that. You got like Times Square, which is nice, and then you leave that. And it's like in a lot of places it says that in like Central Park. So I feel like it's kind of like that.
This
like
is the New York City of Europe. Did we just wander into like someplace that was devastated by the zombie apocalypse? There's literally nothing here.
You're just out of toothpaste, and there's nowhere to purchase toothpaste anywhere.
All right, welcome to our apartment here. So we got a washer in the kitchen, world's tightest kitchen. Fun fact, there's not a single trash can in the entire Airbnb, so that's an interesting one. No AC, we got heaters though, so we just are opening all the windows, so when it's 95 degrees out, that's gonna be fun.
But it's okay, I mean, you said it'll be cool at night. So.
Yeah, no, it should be solid.
Cute, though. I think
It's not bad, it's small, but that's okay. You know, we've definitely stayed in nicer places, but from what we've heard, everything in Paris is kind of like this. And no AC, so is what it is. So I think that's gonna conclude this video. We did a lot. We went to Wiener Prater, we sightsaw Vienna, we flew to Paris, and
got here.
We made it. Yeah, it was an ordeal. So we're gonna be doing some sightseeing. We got some parks coming up. It's gonna be awesome. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to stay tuned for more here at Coaster Studios, and we'll see you next time.